You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Good morning, kids, children. How are you? I hope you are doing well. And by the way, maybe you can learn to sing that song. I taught that song to all my grandchildren. It's the only song they can all sing together. Well, anyway, today's story is about something special. Called a Saturday Night Special, I guess. But our Saturday Night Special was bath time. You think, what do you mean, Saturday night? Most of you kids take baths or showers every day, or at least every other day. But that wasn't the way it was when I was a little boy. We were fortunate. We lived in town, so we had a bathtub. People out in the country didn't have bathtubs. They had tubs. They used wash tubs for the children, and they had big tubs like a stock water tub for Grandpa and Grandma. Some of them were pretty fancy, but you had to heat water on the stove, about 10 gallons of water. You add about 10 gallons of cold water to it, and you got 20 gallons of water, which would make you about maybe, 2 or 3 inches of water in the bottom. And then you wash yourself. And at our house, we had a rule. The oldest child gets to go in the tub first. That meant my sister Ruth. She was 2 years older than Bill, and Bill was 2 years older than me. And so here's the way it went. Mom helped Ruth put in 3 inches of warm water, and Ruth got in the tub, and she used a good old Lifebuoy soap, and she used something like this. We call them a wash rag, because they were probably rags at the time, but these are called washcloths today. And you would take the bar of soap and do this, and scrub your face and wash your hair. We didn't shampoo in those days. There was hardly any shampoo around. There was probably some, but we couldn't afford it. We didn't have it. We weren't poor, but we weren't well off either. So then you wash your whole body and rinse it all off. Well, Ruth got out and dried up. She'd say, "Okay, Willie, it's your turn." My brother Willie later on was called Bill. So Willie would get in the tub, wash himself off. Now, girls don't usually get as dirty as guys. Boys tend to get more dirt on than girls. But anyway, my brother Bill, when I got in there, it was my turn. When he was done, the water was already starting to turn gray-like. And of course, I wasn't the cleanest thing in town either. So then I washed myself. But guess what? After the 3rd child, you get to drain the tub, and the 4th child gets fresh water. Okay? So my brother Fred, 2 years younger, he got fresh water, and my sister Pat was about 4 years younger than Fred, and she got the water next. And of course, Danny was born in 41, but Mom probably used him in that water last. And so that's the way it was. And we were only allowed to have 3 inches of water, no more than that, because Dad was trying to keep the water bill down, because a water bill and sewer bill used to cost between $4 and $6 a month. And you say, well, that's not much. Our water bill is $60 a month. Well, we didn't use all the water we use today. Those days, water was more scarce, and you just didn't use much because it was expensive. And we had to be very careful with water. And by the way, after I was done, that's I was the third one, by this time there's a little ring around the edge of the tub. A little gray ring. So I had to clean that all off so the next person, and drain the water out, the next person had a clean tub. And I did that. And so anyway, that was the way it was for Saturday nights. You might ask, what'd you do from Sunday, Monday, all down through Friday? Well, what we did, we took sponge baths. Now, we didn't use sponges. We used the same thing, a washcloth or wash rag, and we'd go in the bathroom one by one, and you'd remove your undergarments, and you would scrub on your arms, your private area, and maybe your face and so forth, and you rinse off in the sink. You usually put some water in the sink, about that much. You had warm water in there, and that was just sort of a mini bath tub, but it was called sponge bath. And most of the world did that until Europe started using baths more often after the Second World War. Before that, they didn't even take baths hardly ever, especially the French. They were noted for not taking baths. So bathing was different in those days than today. Today we take showers. Some kids take a shower for 10, 15 minutes, and they don't care about how much it costs. They just use the water and figure Dad will pay for it. They don't think about it. And a lot of water is being wasted today by people who misuse it. But we kept ourselves clean. We washed our hands in the sink often. But I remember on Sunday mornings, on the way to Sunday school, Mother would say, "Chucky, come here." And I'm in the back seat of the car. I go up, she's, "Let me see your ears." She'd grab my head, look at my ears, "Oh no." And she'd take her handkerchief, wet it with her lip, and go and clean out my ears, because I didn't wash my ears very good. They were sometimes pretty dirty in there. And she'd do both ears, and she'd say, "Freddie, come here." He'd say, "Oh no." Same thing, Freddie, on the way to church, in the car. Well, my older sister had learned her lesson by that time, and she kept her ears clean, and my brother Bill kept his ears clean. So Fred and I had to learn the hard way. But after a few times, we started washing our ears more often because we knew Mom would check us. She'd go like that and look in the ear, and if there was any dirt in there, she's going to clean it. And it was sort of embarrassing in a way. So bathing was something we did on Saturday nights, sponge bath during the week. But when summertime came, went out to the lake, people went bathing, not swimming. Most people couldn't swim in those days. They didn't go swimming, they went bathing. That meant they went out there with a bathing suit on, sat in the shallow water of the lake or the edge of the river, wherever it was, and they had a cloth and a bar of soap. They scrubbed their whole body and discreetly wash their private areas and go in the water and rinse all off and good. And it felt so good because they got a free bath without going to a lot of bother, especially people in the country who had to wash in tubs. They didn't have bathtubs like we do. They had just wash tubs. So enjoy your bath today. You take a nice warm bath and you get to run the water out and get fresh water every time, or a shower. You really have it nice. Enjoy that and keep yourself clean. And I just wanted you to know how we used to take baths. And Saturday night was the night for baths. Okay? Hope you enjoyed my story. And if you like my story, give me a like and tell your friends about me. And remember this, honor your mother and father that you might have a long life upon the earth. That's one of the commandments. Okay? Until next time, the Lord bless you, and I'll see you then. Bye.